Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Welcome to your mid-September reading. We are going to take a quick look at what we found in the full month's reading. I will link it right here in case you didn't see it, but we'll get you up, and then we're going to pull some more cards and see what's going on for the second half of the month, and we'll pull some cards for that new moon in Virgo that is happening on the 14th, and then the full moon that is happening in Aries on the 29th. And we'll just see how we can move all this forward. So here we go. You are the high priestess, right? You are totally into your intuition. This month, really pay attention. There's knowledge and information being brought to you, lots of downloads and insights. And in the process of all this, you are focused on what it is you want to manifest and create. We have the Queen of Crystals, comfort and prosperity. You are coming at it with an attitude of gratitude, coming out of the energy of August. And I think as you continue to use this sense of being grateful for the things that are working right and kind of letting the rest of the things just kind of slide off into the noise and not worry about it, because we have the card of Temperance. This is your subconscious working to keep you in balance and helping you to find the harmony and the peace as you are moving through this month. Here we have, those are so big. Let me find another home for those. So here we have the superpower for you to really lean into this month was the Knight of Cups, basically your energy, right? But see how it's balanced? It is the flamingo. Flamingos are interesting because they their color is based on what they eat. So what you consume is going to create your energy field, right? And so if you're consuming a lot of negative things, you're going to have a hard time staying in this energy. So you have here charm and passion. So find ways to do and be around uplifting people and situations to really help you with that. And the overall energy we have was this collaboration and productivity of the honeybee. It was coupled with a 7 of acorns energy. So that's 3 of crystals, 3 of pentacles. And the 7 of acorns is these two badgers, but they're all snugly up with each other. And it's determination and stamina. And again, they're black and white. And so there's this balancing energy, but there's this commitment. There's this commitment to that which is of value to you, your own set of values. So the challenge here is this card of justice, truth and clarity. And so there's a lot about, oh, I don't know how you are about this, but I got a lot of Cancer placements in. And I used to say to my mom, well, that's not fair. And she used to say, well, who said life was supposed to be fair? And I'm like, I say it's supposed to be fair. And so sometimes like my discomfort with how it's not fair doesn't allow me to see really clearly what's happening, the truth of a situation. And so sometimes my emotions can cloud my vision. And so I kind of feel like that's when you need to pull your energy in and really use your intuition to see and to understand what is happening. Plus Mercury now will station direct on the 15th, but it's still moving really slow for the rest of the month. And so there's still like muddled communication and stuff going on. Your opportunity though is to really discover something. We have this raccoon which says exploration and discovery, and here we had the safe healthy boundaries that we were working on the first week, and the second week, the one that we just are coming through right now, the 9th, the 10th through the 16th is the 7 of feathers, but it's preparation and resourcefulness, which really tags up with this, an opportunity this month to really prepare for something. And then you are encouraged to be kind and compassionate with others, but not to get too empathetic. Also to watch your words. You have the parrot for the totem. The parrot, though, is also about prophecy. Like, listen to what just pops out of your mouth out of nowhere, because sometimes our higher self just leaks right on through. I used to say things back before I was awake, and I would say things, and people would be like, well, that was really good. What'd you just say? I'm like, I don't know. I hope you remember, because I don't remember. Or where'd that come from? I'm like, I don't know. And so sometimes it just leaks out, right? So pay attention to what just leaks out that's like really profound. Because if it's really profound and it leaks out of my mouth, it's probably not actually from me. That's what I know. Okay, so then there's meditation And so find some quiet space for you to really connect in with spirit, particularly the 13th, 14th, and 15th, right around that new moon. You are ruled by the moon, and when it is a new moon, your energy level is low, but that is also where you can receive a lot of downloads and information, this high priestess energy, this Queen of Cups, being open to receiving. You have the cute little water spirit. The water spirit, I'm actually going to read you the steps, because it was very specific steps about this water spirit, about what to do to manifest. And I just want to quickly go through those to remind you, in case you saw the last one and you didn't take notes, because who does? And also it's the cute little river otters. They're so adorable. But anyway, step one, your dreams can come true. First, believe that you deserve it. Know that you are worthy. Act as if they already have come true. Move your body like someone who desires have manifested. In other words, celebrate, like, give yourself a high five in the mirror in the morning, or clap your hands and go, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I can't believe this is happening. Whatever the thing is that you want, right? So celebrate as though it's already happened. Most importantly, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to sit around and passively wait for things to turn out. So you're going to have to take the action steps in order to bring things in, so focus on the gratitude for what you already have, but gratitude for what is coming in. That is going to increase your abundance significantly. And there was something else that was important, and I want to see if I can find it. State your intentions and dreams. With this new moon in Pisces, in Virgo, state your intention and dreams. Write them down, do a ritual, make a mantra about it, do something. Actually state them in a way that's very concrete to help you to really, because that emotional energy that you feel is important. You have this energy of life is better together, so finding your tribe, but the persistent drive of the sharks, this energy of Saturn in Pisces, a water sign that trines yours, is definitely about you showing up and taking the action in order to receive the reward. Okay, let's get into the new cards for this second half here. We're going to see what is another superpower that you can really lean into, and we're also going to get some advice for the rest of the month. And there is a real need for you to get more information, like to actively seek the action step where it said do something. I believe for you that this is a research thing. There's knowledge and information that you really need that is going to help you. And so I can't encourage you enough to do that kind of work. So let's see here. Oh, this one too. Another 7. You have 3 7s. Isn't that like hitting the jackpot or something? Okay, I don't gamble, but I think, isn't it 777? I think so. All right, so lean into, it's the Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. And this says charm and passion. So whatever it is that you're excited about, whatever lights you up, whatever you're super passionate about, whether this is a person and you want to get to know them better, whether it's a job opportunity, maybe it's your child, maybe it's a subject matter that has nothing to do with anything. The financial is just you're really interested in it. Lean into that, because you have this get enthusiastic and discover and your passion. And here we have this exploration and discovery. And sometimes, you'll find a hobby that you end up falling in love with so much that somewhere down the road, you may find out that hobby, that fun, that thing that you're passionate about, you can actually make a living, right? And then, so we have 2 pages that came through. We have the Page of Acorns, and we have the Page of Cups, Page of Shells. Intuition and inspiration, bringing us back to this High Priestess. There is a real need for you to get in touch with your inner knowing, using that energy, really, really using your water energy, because we have the Queen of Cups for advice, we have the Page of Cups for advice. We have the High Priestess here, sitting in the center of the reading, And here we have this Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands energy here, but it's about discovering what it is that you're passionate about. And so this, as you finish up this month, make sure you're really following your passions. What excites you? What lights you up? What's a value to you? What do you really, really enjoy? And so then we have here for the third week, the week of the 17th through the 23rd, we have the Two of Feathers, decisions and directions. So with this new moon, you're planting a seed of intention for what direction, right? Get clear on the intention, right? And then move toward it. And so this Two of Feathers, this is an opportunity. It's a chameleon, so that they change their mind a lot. And I think it's going to be important that you choose a path. You choose a path for you. Now, here's the thing that's fun about choosing a path. When you make the choice and you start down that road, you're an initiating sign. You know how that goes. You start down the road and you actually throw yourself into it and you give it everything you have. And then if it hits a brick wall, okay, well, that wasn't the right one. That's okay. What else are you interested in? And you dust yourself off and move on. Not every sign can do that. Not every sign can do that. The initiating signs can do that. And sometimes we get a little bumped or bruised, but guess what? We never, ever have to live with the regret of wondering what if. Right? We never have to worry about that. Most people regret what they never even tried to do so much more than what they tried to do and didn't go the way they would have liked it to. Because there's always knowledge and wisdom to gain. There's always experiences. And there's that sense of adventure and this ability to be able to go ahead and try something new. That's living. Right? That's living. That's not existing. That's living. And so you're being asked to make a decision and choose a direction. Just choose one. And so you make a choice and then you make the choice right. And you take the choice as far as it goes. And when you get to the end of the road, you go, okay, do I go right or do I go left? You make a choice and you move in that direction. And that's how initiating signs like Cancer live. And other signs are jealous. And know that because they tell me. They're like, how doesn't it bother you that I'm like, no, so that didn't work out. There's always something else to do. Right? We're never bored. So speaking of never bored though, that fourth week, when we have that full moon in Aries, that's a challenging energy for you. It is also an initiating sign, but it squares yours. And when we run into a square, it's a little uncomfortable. And so that is soul searching and reevaluation. So at that full moon where it kind of squares you and that moon energy is about let's go, right? There is that pause, that breath, that day before a full moon is a lot of tension. And then there's the release. And then the day after a full moon, there's kind of a letdown of the energy for the day. That's all, just for a moment. And so the last day of the month, the 30th of September will be that day where it's just kind of like, where you're not quite as high energy, but then it picks back up a little bit for at least a week or so. And so here you have soul searching and reevaluation, but it comes with the 7 of crystals, options and results. So what are you going to do? You're going to look at where things are right now, the truth and the clarity. You're going to do the assessing because you're exploring and you're discovering. And how do you feel? It's a great blue herring, and he's standing in the water. This is not apathy. I hate that. Just know. This is being in touch with your emotions. His feet are in the water, but his head is not. He is observing, and he is looking, and he is assessing. What do I see, and how do I feel about it? It's an analysis. It's an analysis where you also use your emotional energy, your superpower. That's how that works. It's great energy to be working with. And so from there, you will choose a direction, options and results. It's like you tried some stuff. You were doing the discovery this month. Try something and see how it looks and how does it feel. And then go, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to try that. See how it goes. Get to the end of the road. You have to decide. Do I keep going on this or do I try something else? Do I tweak it? What do I do? And so there's a lot going on with creating. You're in a very creative cycle. And so with the pages, you have 2 pages and a lot of 7s. And the 7s are about spiritual. Oh, you have 3 pages? You have 3 pages. You have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. But you have the Queen of Pentacles. And so you are definitely building something with some substantial energy that requires that nurturing. You have the 2 Queens, Cups, and the Pentacles here. So you have 3 7s and 3 pages, though. This is a lot of being willing to try something new. And the 7s are always about the assessing of where it is and what else is needed. What else is needed? Do I stay right here? If I want to stay here, I'm going to stay in my truth. I'm going to stay in my integrity. I'm going to see what my resources are and figure out a way through this. And I'm going to take the appropriate action. Do you have 3 7s? Maybe you only have 2. I've lost track. Oh, no, there it is. There is Swords, Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles always says, does this need to be pruned, or does it need more nutrients? Does it just need a little water? What does it need? And so at the end of this month, what does something need? But also, it's about how do you feel? When you make the choice about what it is you're trying to grow, how do you feel? Right? We never go wrong when we do it that way. Did I pull any of these cards yet? No. Oh my goodness. I'm really caught up in this energy. Let's get to some advice for that new moon in Pisces. Virgo. Oh, well. You have simplicity, blessings, and community. There's something about the community that you're building, that you're working in, that you're living in. Could be the community of your family. But look, you have the canary. This community is transforming. It's a butterfly with a rainbow. But look at this simplicity. This is that high priestess energy. This is the being in touch. This is spirit sending you a message. It's a really simple message. They're saying don't complicate it. You don't have any challenging cards here. The only thing here is at the beginning of the week of the month where you had that 9 of feathers, but it was really about putting up protective boundaries for yourself. So there's a lot of blessings coming in. Rainbows mean blessings. The canary says to be willing to sing your song of joy into the world, and it'll bring blessings. We've had a lot about counting our blessings and showing gratitude that has come through. We've got cleaning house, making choices, field of dreams. The Ghostland was kind of peeking out. The Ghostland kind of makes me think that you're coming, like it feels like the thaw. It feels like the thaw. The releasing and the letting go of the old stories and the things that no longer serve you, with that full moon in Pisces and then the full moon in Aries. But here at this new moon, it's about making choices, right? We have these cards right here, the feather. 2 of feathers says decisions and directions. It's time to pick a door. And I don't think there's a wrong door. I don't think there's a wrong door. We're never off our path. We can circle back around to where we were supposed to be if we have a little bit more of a scenic route. But we always end up where we're supposed to be. And if you can trust that. So cleaning house here, I love this. This card really reminds you to let go of things that don't serve you. And the things that don't serve you were the things that were peeking out. The old stories that are frozen in time. Underneath that was like the goblins, the fears of not being good enough, not being worthy. They're saying just get rid of all that stuff. That stuff doesn't count anymore. Instead, plant your dream, your goal, your wish in your field of dreams. planted to your field of dreams. I love this card. Your thoughts, feelings, beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. While this sounds, these aren't even the same authors. These are like two other people, and yet they're saying the same thing. Okay? Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which may have its own story to tell. At the end of this month, I don't know if I mentioned this, at the end of this month, all the personal planets are moving forward and all the outer planets are retrograde. It's chaotic out there, but if we focus on what we're doing and what we need, we're going to get somewhere. In fact, on the third week of this month, I'm going to go ahead and do a success video because the personal planets are moving forward, so let's tap that energy. Let's see how we can navigate through the noise of the outside. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, beautiful dreams. Take action and tend to the garden of your life. That's that 7 of crystals. Tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. Don't be afraid to take the road. Don't be afraid to move in the direction you want to go. Choose something. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's something that excites you and lights you up, move in that direction. Whether it is creating something or joining a club or an organization or asking for a raise at work or asking somebody out or whatever this thing is that you are very passionate and curious about, explore that and be willing to go for it. Oh, you have the card of shine. Okay, so full moon in Aries is at 6 degrees of Aries. It is on the 29th of September, and it happens at 5:58 a.m. in the morning. So 6 degrees at almost 6 o'clock in the morning. There you go. This one says spectacular attainment, peak capacity, marking out a new, possibly permanent pathway, deep knowing that it is right for you, and selflessly loving yourself. Those are the notes I made for that. And so here we go. You have shine, focus on the positive, and trust that all will be well. Actually, the new moon in Virgo. Trust that all will be well. Shine your light out there. Look, this is the most uplifting of all the video. Pisces, I thought was good. They're right now wishing they were Cancer. This is amazing. All right, I'm going to pull one more card here. We'll see what it has to say. And then you guys go out there and set your intention, believe in yourself, and then take positive actions toward your dreams. Just take a step. Do you need to make a phone call? Do you need to get a little information? Do you need to call up a friend and say, hey, let's go to lunch? What is it? What is the step you need to take? You have the hummingbird. Can that be this? It's the shift. It's optimism. It's spontaneity. I am strength and sweetness. Oh my God. Right? I am strength and sweetness. Determination and stamina. Strength. This is the Badgers. You don't want to mess with them. And sweetness. Charm and passion. I am strength and sweetness. I'll tell you something else. A hummingbird's wings beat at 55 beats per minute. That is about the same rate as your heart beats. So really feeling into it. It's a heart-centered choice and opportunity that you have here. And look, Spirit has your back. See that big old bear back there? That tells me Spirit has your back in this process. Shift optimism and spontaneity. Shift the vibration of your thoughts and words. Use music, dance, whatever it is, the sounds that you take in. Allow them to nourish you. There was something I saw. I can't remember what it is now, but it's about, it's this. It's this. What you ingest, right? The atmosphere that you ingest. What are you feeding your soul? that will determine what your color is, what energy you're putting out into the world. So, are you vibrating at a high frequency, right? And so, give yourself permission to change your mind in your direction based on what is happening in the moment. And that is what we have at the end of the month. You're allowed to change direction. I think you understand that you're an initiating sign. And when sometimes we get so in the weeds on something because we're like, well, I've already put all this time and effort into it. I'll give you for instance. I was engaged to a guy for 3 years. And I called off the engagement twice. I should have stuck with that, right? But I let him talk me back into it because why? Oh, we had been together for 3 years. We've been engaged for 3 years. And I kept thinking, well, we've already invested this much time. I mean, we had to go see a premarital counselor, for God's sakes, because things were not good. The guy had all the warning signs, and yet, no, I did it. And then within 2 years, we were getting a divorce. Right? I should have changed my mind. I threw 2 more years after the 3 bad ones that we had already had. Right? It's like, what was that? Right? And they should have been willing to shift and change. Right? So don't be afraid to change your mind and change direction. That porcupine, you can protect yourself by listening to your instincts. You know how to bring out the best in people and yourself. This charm and passion, and this Queen of Cups here too that says peace and compassion. You know how to bring out the best in yourself and in people by connecting with your beautiful soul. The balance, here we go, that balancing energy. Balance a surge of activity with some divine downtime. That's the Queen, that's the High Priestess. You are encouraged to explore. Well, we had the card of exploration. Your capacity to transform and to evolve. You got a lot going on. Make sure you're making some time to connect in with Spirit, particularly there at that new moon. Particularly at that new moon, right? There's something really potent at that time for you. So be sure to utilize it. All right, you guys take great care. I will see you over on Facebook. I'm there every day. I really get into astrology over there. And make sure you leave a comment so you'll be in the drawing for the free reading that I'm going to do every month. And what else do I have to tell you? Oh, I don't know. You guys have a great month. Hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you don't miss when I upload a video. And I will see you again soon.